it's been a lot of things. I think about last year at this time, he had trouble catching passes. He had trouble finishing. He was always in foul trouble. He was emotional in the wrong way. Now he can catch, now he can score. He gets double teamed, he can pass it against the double team. He was first team all-league defensive player. Been able to stay out of foul trouble. He's been a great leader, emotional leader. So there's a lot of things that he's really improved on and continues to improve on as the season goes on. So I said a lot this year. He's one of the most improved players from one season to the next that I've ever coached, and he's still got a pretty good upside to him too, which is exciting.
Just following up on that, do you feel in almost every game you go into that you need to exploit that matchup with Bruno? I mean, often he has a significant size or strength advantage.
Yeah.
And barring teams double teaming, triple teaming him, do you have to make a more, just finding different other ways to get the ball, whether it's in the air or going toward the basket as opposed to posting up?
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I know what you're getting at. He's got to get to the foul line, which always helps. Got to get some on the break, which helps. And then he's always been able to get some offensive rebound. He didn't get an offensive rebound in the last game. So, but more importantly to your question is that if teams are going to double, we got to make them pay like we've done all year. We didn't do that in our last game. So that's really what it comes down to. And a lot of it was him, and a lot of it was the guys around him. So, but you can argue our best offense has been when teams double Bruno. And we feel like when they start to double him and we start to make him pay, that we're going to win those games. And it's been, if you go back and watch all the films, that's really what's happened. So it's a big part of what we do. It's what we practice a lot. We just got to handle it a little bit better than we did last week.
Mark, when you look at the season the Sticks had, some highs and some lows, obviously.
Yeah.
How patient has he managed to become, or managed to be throughout all that? And how patient have you guys been able to be as it's been uncertain as to which version you're going to get up against?
Yeah, that's been the most difficult part. One, we're tired of being patient. We want Sticks, and he's got this personality where he maybe takes a little bit of a backseat. But when he's good, we're good. We all know that. And then offensively, sometimes when he's not playing well, he's still doing it on the defensive end for us, which has been big. There's a reason teams are shooting 39% against us for the year, 39 in the league, is because him and Bruno are pretty good around the rim, and they're great length. So we've been really working with Sticks just to get more involved. And he hadn't shot the ball the way he's capable of shooting it. That's been part of the problem. When he's making threes, he's really hard to guard. It usually gets him going. But he's more involved in our offense now, and I think that's important. And he's had a really good year. Standard was really high for him, unfortunately, but he's had a really good year, and he continues to get better. But for us to be good in this tournament, he needs to play well.
Mark, you talked Sunday about having fun, new season.
Yeah.
What kind of things do you do to convince them? This team that sometimes looks like they do get uptight, to just relax and play, have fun. What do you do?
Well, you just keep communicating with them. That's really what you do. And I'm hoping when we land in Jacksonville, it kind of hits you that, wow, here we are. This is great. This is fun. I tell them all the time. I said there'll be a lot of kids out there to trade places with you guys right now to be in this tournament. And I've seen a different. You got to understand, when we were going through it, it was a grind. I mean, and we weathered that storm. We got through it, and now it truly is a new season for us. So we've had good practice. We had good practice last week. That was the hard part for me, but I'm hoping those practices last week will help us this week. We're not that far off. We're not that far off. We had Minnesota down 22 in our building. Michigan's a pretty good team. We were leading in the second half, just couldn't get it done. So we're not that far off. We're really close, and it's really a mindset, like you're saying, moving forward, just being positive and having fun. So I feel really good about things. I really do. But we'll see at 3 o'clock on Thursday.
Mark, this is obviously the heightened time of attention for the whole sport. How do you handle, as a coach, a program being evaluated, what happens in this month versus you've been at this grinding since
Yeah,
last summer?
yeah, it's crazy, how quickly things can change for the better or for the worse, because of this time of year. You wish that there wasn't so much put on this tournament, to be quite honest with you at times, but it is what it is, and it's the greatest, I think, sporting event out there. So it's terrific to be a part of it. You just keep trying to do things. I think it's real simple. It's like, I've done this long enough and been a part of enough NCAA tournament teams. Mindset's really important going into this, and then how you're playing, and getting your guys playing well at the right time is really key. So, but it is what it is. And I told our guys, I said, guys, you win a game Thursday, it's a game. It's a 40-minute game. It's against Belmont or Temple, but it's magnified about 100 times, and so that's pretty cool. And then if you're lucky enough to win another one, it's amazing the way it's magnified. So let's be a part of it. Let's figure out how to be a part of it. We're going down to Jacksonville to win. We've played a tough schedule. We're ready for whatever's thrown at us, and we're going down there to play well and win games.
What is it about the team's mindset that you just spoke of that you feel confident, despite the struggles down the stretch, that they're ready to turn the page new season? Is there something with certain players, coaches, yourself, that mindset you see that makes you so confident about what's to come?
Well, we're very young, and so that helps sometimes. We got that rookie mentality going into it. And I just said, we're not that far off. We had one bad game there, and maybe two. You guys can say whatever you want, but we really, I thought after the Penn State game, played pretty well for a couple games, and we're getting closer. And those practices are going to help us, moving forward. So, kids are resilient. Kids are fired up. They'll be ready to go. It's just playing well at 3:10 or whatever time we tip off Thursday. Just going out there and playing the way we're capable of playing with confidence.
When there is a streak that you guys haven't won a postseason game and the players are aware, and Anthony talks about it, do you ever worry about it becoming almost like a mental hurdle for them, or do you try to address that in any way?
It is what it is. Unfortunately, it gets pointed out. It's today's world, but it's only been 2 seasons. We still got this season to go, you hate that you didn't take care of that in Chicago to get everybody to quit talking about it, but we didn't. So hopefully we'll do it Thursday. But that's the last of our worries. Trust me. It's a new team. It's a new year. We're talented, and we're excited. I mean, I can't tell you how excited we are to be a part of this. And our guys are really proud of themselves, what they've accomplished. We feel like we got a fair seed. We didn't, 6 is where we belong. We shouldn't have been a 5. We shouldn't have been a 7. And so we feel good about things.
Last one.